Today we're playing with the mast. This crutch I built so that when the mast has been transported, it'll sit level on top of the boat. One of the issues is when the mast is folded down, or when I'm trying to put the mast on, the base of the mast is about this high and it's sitting on this, so it needs to go up at a steeper angle, which is more than what that crutch is. I also don't like that I've got it sitting down on the base here, where any movement and transport can wear into it, even though it's got fiberglass underneath it, but it's absorption point for water and dust and crud and that. So it'd be nice to have that higher up, maybe, or something. Looking at the ingredients I've got, we've got a broken kayak pole, carbon fibre. It's been given a good workout by someone, but I reckon that'll be about the right height to put a saddle on top to hold the mast up. I don't want it sitting right on the ground, again, because I don't want to drill holes into the deck, so it's going to have to be up a little bit, and that's why we're having a bit of a play with this idea of making a socket that the mast will slot into, and that'll be at the bottom, and then somewhere up above we'll have another one which will have a hole going all the way through it, so the pole can be slotted down through the top one down to that, and that should hold that fairly rigid. Because I only wanted to have the hole going part the way through, drilling with the hole saw, I decided to clamp two bits together like that in the vise, so I could drill down to the depth I want, take these apart, chisel out the little halves. You can see I've run a drill bit all the way through, and the idea of that is when it's on the boat it'll have a drain hole. Having this like this, I'll be able to clean that up and paint it before I glue or screw or whatever I end up doing. It's a bit of an experiment as I go, so I'm using treated pine that will do the job and last reasonably well, and if it turns out that it's a good thing, then I can make another one out of some fancy wood, bit of hardwood or something, but this will be right strength wise. The weight of the mast probably less than 10 kilos, so this will have a compression holding of more than that. The main thing will be is how stable it'll be when the mast is sitting on top, but we'll work that one out as we go. It might end up I've got to brace it, or I just might have to tie a rope around the mast. Yeah, anyway, we'll work something out. That's the way I go when I make things, is I just sort of look at the ingredients that I've got and start playing with it and see what I come up with. Need a new sanding disc, but you know, that means money. Well, the current thought is about here. It's got to be high enough that I've still got access to that point for a block. And then the other one can go up here somewhere. Close enough, isn't it? Bit of paint, it'll be good to go. So this one, the edge of the hole is going to have to be about there, isn't it? I could nip them off, but I won't. Bit warm. Leave that till later. Well, that's the concept anyway. Seems to work. But I think that'll work, and just make something on here to hold the mast. Lucky you, I forgot to film. But anyway, we've come up with that. This will go into there. The mast will sit in there. And that should do the trick. It's a little bit light duty, but it'll hold it up there while I get the base of the mast in. There's only just enough gap at the bottom, not enough with the hatch on, but then you'll be taking the hatch off when raising the mast anyway.